I think I started managing in TV when I was around 23, 24 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still the AM Club live on MX24, bringing you loads of fun, fearless and factual content right here on the AM Club. So joining us today for the plug, let me clear my throat. We have Sally Akua GMB. She's a philanthropist, entrepreneur, and CEO of Group J&J, among others. Listen, her list goes on and on and on. But due to time, I'm just going to cut it short and jump straight into our conversation. I like to call it conversation. You're absolutely welcome. Do you know what? I can already tell that she's a previous queen because, listen, if you've ever been into a pageant, you know that there's a way to talk, there's a way to sit, there's a way to carry yourself, and she's doing it perfectly fine right now, okay? But welcome on the AM Club. Jason.
Yeah, I'm in the presence
let me not leave you
of
out.
two beautiful ladies. I'm just going to enjoy the conversation. But you are welcome to the show.
Yes.
We're very happy. And that's going to be very happy to have you. And how are you doing, though? 2022, how's it been?
I'm good. God has been very good to me.
Oh, that's fantastic. And by the way, you're officially an AM Club member. It's a great membership.
I'm humbled to be a part of it.
Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so let me start by getting to know you just a bit more for our viewers who are still wondering who Akua is. If you don't know right now, you're under a rock. But anyway, so let's talk a bit about your journey. Where did it all start for you, and how has the journey been so far?
Okay, so I'm Akua GMB. I'm an ex-beauty queen, Ghana's most beautiful queen. Growing up, I always wanted to be a journalist, and I wasn't too good in mathematics. So I never knew that it would get to a time that I would have to venture into entrepreneurship.
Yes.
If my 1+1 is not good, how do I then become an entrepreneur? So I always wanted to be a journalist. But after secondary school, I actually wanted to do political science.
Wow. I did that.
That's great. But at a point in time, I had to change everything.
Yeah.
So I went into business, I did marketing, and I realized I'm good in that field. So let me just do marketing. So I did marketing, and then I did business administration, marketing, business administration. And at a point in time, I felt I was going to be a TV station.
Okay.
Then I felt I needed to know a bit of everything. And you know, with a service-based organization, our major priority is our customers and our workers. And then how do you take care of your workers, your presenters, because they're the people who are selling your brand for you. So I needed to have an in-depth knowledge on how to manage my human resource, so as to make my company a better one. So my masters, I decided to go into HR.
That's amazing.
So I have a bit of everything, marketing, business administration, HR, and then I'm hoping to start my PhD soon.
Listen, at this point,
On that note, I'm signing off for these ladies to carry on.
at this point, that is absolutely amazing. But I just love the fact that you keep empowering yourself with knowledge to better yourself as a human being, because knowledge is power, really, truly.
Exactly.
So that's amazing.
And then it wasn't easy because
Yeah.
I had my first child before we just go for my first degree. And then I was married there. Many other people would have said, okay, I'm comfortable, let me just relax. But okay has never been part of my vocabulary, my dictionary. I believe in perfection. I believe in perfecting myself. I believe in pushing forward all the time. I'm not somebody who wants to be stagnant. I always want to bring out the best in me. And I believe the only way you can do that is to keep on empowering yourself and adding value to yourself. So after that, I think I started managing in TV when I was around 23, 24 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I always wanted to do things for myself. So I felt, why don't I do something for myself? So I started running a CCTV camera company, and I named it after my two kids, J&J Company Limited. And then at a point in time, I realized it was a bit technical. It has to do with internet. And you know, Ghanaians, we are adamant to change. We are not people who want to change.
Absolutely.
So they were not really accepting the idea of me using the internet to monitor what happens in my environment. So I'm like, why don't I do a different thing? I've always wanted to come out with consumable products.
Yes.
You know, they are fast, they move
Of
fast,
course, buying and selling.
the only way to make fast money in this country is for you to venture into that space. So that's what I did. I went. I wanted to do tomato, and then I did my research. The money that I was supposed to, I needed for the investment was quite huge. So I decided to do wine.
But you know what I like is the fact that you actually go ahead and do your research, because any ordinary person would just venture into it without actually knowing what the business entails for, or what the venture actually, or the business sector is about. But then doing your research is very key to starting a business. So I love the fact that you do that.
Anybody that has knowledge in marketing would know that before you start any venture, you need to do a market feasibility test to know how that particular product you want to go into is doing on the market, your competitors, and how you can compete with them. You need to consider pricing. Now, if you are bringing your product, you need to consider how much you're investing in the product, and then you do the cost analysis to see if the price of the product can compete effectively with the ones on the market. Because definitely, if you are bringing a new product on the market, you cannot price it for it to battle with the already existing product. You need to either come down a bit, or you need to add additional value to your product, so that even if the price is the same as the ones on the market, it can compete effectively.
Listen, do you give tutorials? do you give tutorials? Because I need you to teach me one or two things. Seriously, listen, the knowledge that I've just gotten from just this short 1 minute is a lot. My marketing teacher.
I mean, I just love interviews where you listen.
Exactly.
Listen. One thing, I think Elon Musk, he was asked about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Someone asked him something along the lines of, what advice would they give to new entrepreneurs? And he was like, don't do it. And it was a very smart answer. What he was saying is that if him saying don't do it actually stops you, you shouldn't get into marketing.
Exactly.
Because entrepreneurship, we see on TV, oh, be a businessman. It's not the easiest thing. So being a woman, has it been difficult more so? I mean, the journey so far, because here on MS24, we're always talking about empowering women, wanting them to do their best, bringing out the best in women. Has it been more difficult?
Yeah. Well, you know, the reality is our industry is men dominated, and then we live in a country that if a woman is trying to do something, you need to prove beyond every reasonable doubt that you're fit to do it before you get the support of others. So it has not been easy financially, and then apart from that, in our country, it's difficult for people to buy into new ideas. People don't just see themselves with success stories or things that are successful, rather than helping you build a brand. So bringing a product on the market, trying to get it on the market, it hasn't been easy. Trying to get it on the shelves of all these retailers, ShopRite, Malcolm, whatever, it hasn't been easy because some of these companies, they import their wines, so they wouldn't want to put your wine on their shelf to compete with them, most especially when it's coming from somebody who's already into the limelight, and I have other means of advertising my product.
But you know, some people will also argue and say, if you're in a limelight, or if you're a public figure, shouldn't that be easier for you to advertise your product?
So that's what I'm saying. Because I have the means of advertising my product, it will definitely have an edge over the ones on the shelf that is not being advertised, because most people don't advertise wines. How many times do you see wine products being advertised on TV, on social media? So you get an edge over it. So because it's already in the public domain, in the public's mind, when they go and meet it on the shelf, they'll definitely buy it over the ones that they don't know. You get it? And Ghanaians, we don't believe in competition. If I say competition, I mean healthy one. They rather want to drag your product down rather than trying to compete effectively, and then the consumers decide on what they want. You get it? So
it's a better way. It's a better way to have a saturated market. You know, when you have two companies with maybe the same competing healthily. People like monopoly and all these things are too much.
So I mean, what would you tell that young girl, not even just a girl, that young boy? Myself, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a businessman. What would you tell us? Because a lot of people are scared of. People want to do it, but they're scared because they hear things like this. But these are healthy, honest conversations. What would you tell that young person watching?
Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Before you realize that not everybody is going to be an entrepreneur. There are people who were born leaders. There are people who were born to be managers, and there are people who were born to be entrepreneurs. There are people who are born to just establish businesses and get people to manage it for them to make money. And there are people who can only manage businesses. So you need to sit down, do a search within yourself, and ask yourself, am I somebody who can lead people, or am I somebody who can build an organization or a company? Being an entrepreneur doesn't only mean you building an organization, but the little that you do, you can. It could be you producing gari, you producing shoes, your own wigs. It's also an entrepreneurial something. But you need to understand that you can do it by yourself. You might have the idea to do it. You can do it as an entrepreneur, but you need somebody to manage it, because we have people who have that skills and know-how to do that.
Every level is important, right?
Exactly. So ask yourself, what can I do? Can I be an entrepreneur? Okay, if I be an entrepreneur, this is what I want to do. But before you identify what you have to do, you need to do a research into the industry you want to venture in before you go into the industry. When you think about manager, marketing manager, because you cannot do it by yourself. Obviously, you can have the knowledge to set up a business, but the knowledge to push it out to the market, you might not have that knowledge. So you need somebody to also do that for you. And then again, you don't just get up and say, I am investing. You need to know, say, give yourself timelines in the next 10 years. You know, some investments are long-term investments.
Exactly.
You don't do it and expect profit today, now and then. Some investment can take you like 5 years for you to make your returns. Some can take you like 2 months. Some can take you a year. Look at yourself. The money that you have, do you think if you invest in a long-term investment, you can hold on and have patience that at the end of the day, I can make profit? Or you are somebody who needs money in the interim. You need to consider all these things before you do the kind of venture you want to venture in.
But so far in your career, what would you say has been the highlight of your career so far?
Probably a lot.
I know, right? The list is too long. So, what would you say has been your?
I think my work with Angel TV.
Yeah.
Because the reality is that is what's brought me to the limelight.
And you know where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Right?
And then people because a lot of people that surprised me this week in the some people thought I was actually promoting a product
for somebody else.
But it's my own product.
Yeah.
And I don't even have partners. All I do is for me and myself. So and then my clothing line.
Yes. And today is Fashion Wednesday, by the way, of the AM Club, and I would want to ask you your 2 top outfits to go to if you're going out, let's say during daytime. You know, I mean, you're looking beautiful right now. I'm sure you're probably wearing your own clothing, but you're looking very beautiful. So let's say the two fashion outfits that you go for. Any day, any time, during the time.
Events. Okay, what kind of events?
You have to consider that as well.
Exactly.
Let's just say, I don't know, a wedding.
A wedding. Okay. One thing I believe is, if you're woman, you want to look classy. It's not about you revealing some parts of your body, or most important parts of your body. I believe if you want to show your legs, you need to cover your water. If you want to show your top, you need to cover your legs. So it depends on what you're comfortable with. Some people are comfortable exposing their top. If that's the case, you cannot wear a bustier, which is short, to an event or a wedding. If you want to look classy for a wedding, I would advise you don't need to steal the shine of the
Right.
A lot of people make this mistake. It's not funny. You need to wear something to cover your arms.
Yeah.
Arms.
That's actually like a serious thing.
Yes, no, it is.
It's a serious thing, but for some reason, most people don't have nowhere to go. So if you invite them, they want to wear their best dresses to your event, they get shy. It's not funny. So you need to cover your top because it's a wedding event.
Of course.
It's not a coat, of course. Cover your hands. If you don't want to wear something long, just wear a quarter dress. Wear a classic clutch. But your clutch should match with your shoe. It's very important. And you can have an accessory in your hair.
That's it, you're good to go. You're good to go. So, yeah, if anybody wants to connect with you, contact you, where do they go to?
Okay, so you can contact me on my social media handles on Facebook. It's Aliamakwa Mensa. On Instagram, I am Akua GMB. And then on TikTok,